I know what the title of this video says, and it's kind of true. I was not a furry, okay? I mean, I was a cat girl, that's for sure. And as much as it hurts me to admit it, that's the truth. And remember, if you're new here, could you please subscribe? I mean, it means the world, honestly. And it really helps out. But yeah, I used to do roleplay. Okay, it just gets worse and worse the more I talk, if I'm perfectly honest. Yeah, I used to do cat roleplay, in primary school, which is like elementary for all you Americans out there. Yeah, I used to do cat roleplay during interval and lunchtime, mostly because of this book series. Whatever. Anyways, this book series, Warrior Cats, it's relatively big. You've probably heard of it before. It's a pretty good book series. I still read it, to this day, except I'm not cringe about it, like I used to be, I hope. And so, essentially, right, this isn't gonna go well. I started a cult in primary school. Anyways, saying I started a cult is kind of, putting it lightly. Like, those kids worshipped me, okay? Like, honestly, okay, so I was about 10 when I became a cat girl. I'm just gonna say, when I started to read this book series, I started playing this cat roleplay with my friends. And they were into it. Like, it was like, we were just doing our thing. And it was great. And then soon enough, I was really popular. And all these kids, like, looked up to me, right? My brother was really popular, and a lot of kids in his year knew me and knew, like, I existed. And there was this one girl we'll call Anne. She hung out with me. She was probably about 2 or 3 years younger than me. So she would come and hang out with me at lunchtime. And as you heard, I was playing this game with my friends. And then my cousin, you guys know Cam. Maybe you don't, if you don't follow me on Twitter, which you should, at PPEE, my cousin Cam came and played this game with me. I remember the character. Wolf Howl was Cam's character. And Wolf Howl was the daughter of my character, Flame Star, who was the leader of the clan. The group of cats, I think I had a couple of other friends who played with me as well. We'll call them Anne and Berlin. I've been listening to 6 this morning, okay? Where was I? I completely forgotten where I was. Yes. Anne and Berlin, they would play with us too. So we had a pretty decent group of people in this cult. There was 4 of us at this moment in time. 5, actually, if you count Anne. Wait, no, now we've got 2 Annes. Okay. We're gonna call her Lily. And then my friend's gonna be Anne. Anyways, so we've got Anne, Berlin, Lily, and me and Cam. And so, we started to play it. And soon enough, this word of this cult got around to the people of my school. And we started to gather a bunch of mostly younger kids. I think I was 9, when this happened. Essentially what happened was, year 2s and 3s, and even my brother, actually, even Barry, came and started to join this cult of mine. And so soon enough, we had at least 10 active members, who would come every lunchtime and play. But yes, they came every lunchtime and they would play with me, my cousin, my brother, and all that. And let me tell you, within weeks of me starting this game, every lunchtime we would have at least 15 to 20 kids from all across the school coming to play with us. And there was this oh my god, I could not stress this enough. There was this perfect spot by the senior playground. It was like a tunnel of trees, and then there was this big tree at the end of it, and there was a stump right next to it, which was my leader's pedestal, if you will. and I sat there and I called clan meetings. But here's the thing, right? I sat like a cat. I sat there like a cat. And when I say sat like a cat, I mean, you get a photo of a cat, right? Okay. I sat exactly like that damn cat, okay? And, okay. One time, when we had pretty much everyone in the clan there, I was sitting there like a cat, obviously, and then everyone's talking over each other. They want to talk to me, obviously, because I'm the clan leader, and I can't hear anybody, and I'm getting real pissed. Like, genuinely, I'm getting pissed off. Like, I'm gonna beat these kids up if they don't shut the fuck up. And what happens is, when I'm normal in this game, I have my hands, I don't know how to explain it, my fingers are curled in. I'll get like a photo of it and put it on the screen. But when I was angry, oh, my fingers would come out like goddamn claws. And I was pissed. So my fingers came out. I was screaming at these kids, okay? I was like, everyone, listen here! And I, like, was pissed the off, right? Okay, so I'm like, everyone, listen here right now! And my fingers are out, and I'm like, I'm not sitting down anymore. I'm on my hands and knees, and my ass is wiggling like I have a fucking tail. And so I'm like, everyone, listen the here. I am pissed off that no one is listening to me, and everyone's talking over each other. And so what I do is I make them stand in a line. Literally, I get 10 fucking like 2, 5, 6-year-olds, right? To stand in a line to talk to me. Everyone goes silent, right? Everyone goes completely silent and stares at me. And I am still there shaking my ass. So these kids line up, right? They're listening to me, obviously, because I'm the oldest there. And they line up. And my cousin, Cam, is sitting in like a clump of weeds, which was the medicine den. We just make eye contact and just like nod at each other. This is like a distinct memory. I don't know why. This is what I remember when I think of Warrior Cats roleplay, is I remember just this one scene of me yelling at these kids and Cam just being like, you get it. And I'm just like, okay then. I forgot like literally everything what they had to say. I think Cam had like an apprentice or something that was being taught the ways of the medicine cat or something like that. And they were like, oh, mate, we're running low on this weed. And I was like, okay, I don't give two shits. And it was at this point that we started to expand our base. So instead of being in the clump of weeds, Cam's house, oh, I cringe every time I say den. It makes me want to like, Cam's den was no longer in these weeds. Cam's den was in a tree. When I say in a tree, I don't mean in a tree. I mean it was behind a tree. A tiny, thin tree that was literally just a twig standing up. And we like, there's like rocks and the whole, like half the clan, right? I'm sending out patrols. I'm like, you guys patrol the territory. You guys go down here. You guys get food, etc., etc. Don't know what food was, but we got it, right? So there's probably about 5 to 10 people still in camp at that point, and we just start like, we start piling rocks up around the tree, and then some kid comes back. They're like, I think Anne or Berlin must have been on that patrol or something. I feel so stupid talking about this. Anne or Berlin must have been on that patrol. And they come back. Some kids twisted their ankle. They're like, oh, so-and-so has twisted their ankle. We need the medicine cat. And I'm just like, oh my god, get them to the medicine den. No way if I remember the medicine den. And so they lie down. We get grass. And we make a bed for them in the medicine den. Okay, you stay here. And this teacher comes over, right? This teacher comes over. They're like, oh my god, is everything okay? And this kid's like, I twisted my ankle. And I'm like, oh. I think at this point the teachers are like really concerned for the mental stability of their students. So they just like nod and they're like, all right, okay, if you say so. And you know what? Despite this just unbelievably uncool like thing, this cult that I was running, I was still considered like not a cringy person, and I find that just insanely hard to believe. Like, I was literally a goddamn furry, and these people are like, oh yeah, she's cool. I don't know what. So yeah, that's the story of how I was a furry, and then I swiftly grew out of that fat phase the next year, and then I became a K-pop stan. And check out my Discord server below, and follow me on Twitter, because I'm super funny on Twitter. I make banger tweets like this and this and this and this, and most importantly, this. And I do art like this. So yeah, see you everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video.